use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
3 minutes after 8 o'clock, 77 degrees. Thank you for tuning in. And Galen Unold is on the phone. I thought he was on vacation. I thought he was on, I thought we weren't going to hear from these guys for another few days. Yeah. Hey, Galen, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Where are you?
I'm back. I'm heading to work.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did
my vacation ended today.
Whoa. Oh, man. Why didn't you take the whole...
I was supposed to call in on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I just slept right through that.
I'm glad you did.
So why? I mean, why didn't you take a whole week?
Well, I did. My vacation started last Thursday, and that's when Tom covered for me.
Oh, okay.
And then Tom went on vacation on Monday, and that's why nobody could call in. So.
Right. Yeah. He was in Aruba. You were in the Keys. So did you catch any fish?
Yeah. Yeah, I caught a bunch of snappers. So it was it's a great day. So it was a great trip.
How long were you down there? How long were you down there?
5 days.
Wow. That's nice.
It was phenomenal. It was a great vacation.
Did you come back more tired or more rested?
The thing about rest is once you get a little taste of it, then you get a lot of it. So I felt extremely lazy yesterday. I think it was because I knew I was coming back to work, and I feel really refreshed today. But it was just we came back and I stayed the last 2 days at home.
Oh, wow.
And just kind of recovering from my vacation, and that was really a smart idea.
Well, good. It's good to hear you again. We missed you.
Missed you so much.
So I want to see. Well, tell me the state of the blood supply. Then I have something I want to tell you.
The good news is the school's coming back in. Starting Monday. So make sure you guys, when you're out and about, you pay attention to those buses. But that'll help our blood supply tremendously. So good news is we're through the summer, and right now we're we're in critical need of O negative, and we still need those AB donors, even though even that's starting to come up again. So right now we're okay, but we still need people to give.
Okay. And this segment with Galen Unold from LifeSouth Community Blood Centers is brought to you by Penn Flooring, providing quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Stop in and visit the spacious showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. We use Penn Flooring here at WOCA, and so should you. So here's what I want to tell you. We have, the radio station has a new relationship with another business in the mall. And they are a running store. It's called the Runner's Pace.
Okay.
And the guy who owns it, I say he's general manager. I think he's also the owner. I'm not sure. Scott Lafferty is his name. And he actually asked me to paint the part of the ceiling with the cloud thing like I did here, okay?
Looks really nice.
Anyway,
I saw that on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So anyway, but he was wearing a 5 Points of Life t-shirt.
Yeah.
So we were talking to him, so apparently you guys already know each other. He knew a few people in LifeSouth. I guess he knows mostly the people in Gainesville more than here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you've run into. I don't know if you recognize the name right off the bat, but
I think if he saw me, he'd know me. I've met him before. He is one of our sponsors for our Gainesville, full marathon, because they have a store in Gainesville inside the Paddock Mall. Yeah, right. They're big-time supporters of ours, yeah. It's fantastic.
When I asked him if he knew you, he said, yeah, he's the guy who stands on the stage and does the announcing at our events.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. He does remember, yeah.
Yeah, he knew who you were. But anyway, and so he wants to get the LifeSouth bus in the parking lot. I said, wow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a three-way relationship between LifeSouth, Runner's Pace, and WOCA, which is...
It's a really cool store. I mean, I know you've been inside it. I can't wait to go in there and see the ceiling. That's going to be incredible. So,
it's just a small part.
It's a really cool store.
It's just a small part. The ceiling's a small part. Yeah. And I hit a runner in the clouds. I hit a runner in the clouds.
Remember, Larry, there are no small roles. Just small actors.
Yeah, that's true.
But then I reverse that. I don't know.
Something like that. Anyway, so the grand opening is tomorrow. And
so you hit a runner in the clouds.
I hid.
Yep.
Yes.
So now it's like Waldo, we have to go in there and stare at it until we can find it.
And he doesn't know, so it'll be interesting to find out.
Well, unless he's heard us. I don't know if he listens or not. But anyway, so tomorrow's their big thing, and I might as well use this moment to promote it. The ribbon cutting's at 4:30, and then they're having from 5 to 9, like a big open house where they've got food and raffles and giveaways. It's the
music.
Yeah, so
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
art appreciation.
Yeah, it definitely. There should be a docent on hand.
The only thing they're missing is some busking. I mean, you've got to get in all the busking you can before this noise ordinance goes.
I know. But anyway, so anyway, I just wanted to tell you we made a connection with somebody. All right, so I have a topic today that I think you'll we'll have fun with. Real quickly, yesterday, Rob and I went to a restaurant, and they had, what's it called again? On the
patty
menu?
melt.
Patty melt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the menu says you can exchange the beef for a chicken patty instead of a beef patty. So I said to the woman, I'd like the patty melt. And so the first thing she says, well, do you want it well done? How do you want it done? And I said, well, I want it chicken. And I don't think you describe chicken that way. You just cook it.
Right, exactly.
Right. And she said, oh. And I said, well, it says on the menu we can do that. She said, I know what it says on the menu.
Yeah, she was not nice.
And I was like, oh, man, I feel like walking out. I mean, and she says, no, if you get chicken, you should put it on a bun. Yeah, but I don't want that. I want the rye bread.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, maybe I'll just leave. What I actually said to her, you know what, just give me the way it normally is. Just forget about it. I'll just take the beef. And then she says, no, you can put chicken on it. It says so on the menu.
She was really bad.
So have you ever had something happen to you in a restaurant that made you just want, or a hotel or any establishment that made you say, I'm leaving? Either that, maybe you didn't leave it, right?
Yeah. I guess we should have left.
Maybe you wanted to, or you actually did. I've had a few of those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's hard when you feel like you're going there and the waitress or the hostess at a hotel is there to serve you. I mean, that's their entire job, is to serve you, right? And you pay a premium for that. There's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in a restaurant is I ordered something, and the person looked at me and said, "You don't want that."
Oh,
that's exactly what I want. No, you don't want that. I'm like, well, why don't I want that? It just creates all these questions and doubts.
Yeah, right.
And you're right at that point. You're like, all right, I'm out. I'm not hungry anymore.
Right.
But it's like, what should I eat?
You don't want that.
Yeah. Because I always ask the waitress or the waiter, hey, what do you recommend if I've never been there before? Because they have a really good idea of what's from, not only from themselves but from all the other patrons and what they think is really good. So.
Well, in fairness to the whole profession of waiting tables, I mean, most of the time, everybody's nice, but
but we've been there before.
Once in a while, there's been our share. I went with we went with Doug one time to the Perkins restaurant, which is now closed.
Yeah,
it became something. I think it became that Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
but anyway,
Ocean Buffet,
and we waited a long time. I mean, nobody ever came to the table. Mm-hmm. So I said, well, I guess they don't want our money. We just left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's horrible, too.
The phone has rung. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes. Well, first I'll say that we once had a restaurant owner that was out for blood. Okay, see how I worked that in? And we had been there numerous times, and at one meal, the meat tasted really bad in the meal, and anyway, we expressed it very nicely, and then it just got ridiculous, and the owner says, so we finally said, well, I'm sorry, but, we're not going to be able to eat this, and we're not going to pay for it. And he goes, well, I'm calling the police.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
And the fellow I was with said, go right ahead if that's what you feel you need to do. So the police come, and then, the police listen, and then the police turns to the owner and says, listen, if they're saying it doesn't taste right, it doesn't taste right. We're leaving.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, at least he was on your side. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just the
Did it taste like it would get you sick? Was it like rotten or something?
Yeah, the meat really tasted.
Oh, that's
foul.
crazy.
And, I just would also like to state at this point, this was not in the state of Florida.
Oh, okay.
Mine was.
Okay.
Mine was. It was in Ocala.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate
Wow.
that. Wow, you got to actually call the police.
Yeah, that's extremely short-sighted by that restaurant.
Yeah, really.
I mean, there's no way in the world that person's ever coming back, and that's just silly.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I have a blood question.
A blood question, Galen.
Is there a difference between blood that is collected from, say, a teenager as opposed to somebody, a senior citizen? And I was just curious, if there's a difference in the makeup or whatever, or whether one is better than the other. I'll hang up and listen.
All right, thank you.
Good question.
No, there isn't. I mean, you wouldn't really be able to tell, from the unit of blood itself. I'm sure if you did it on a microscopic level, you could see some difference. But no, the only real difference, if any, there would be, and that would be the older you get, the more exposed you are to different viruses and different antibodies and antigens. So, no, you wouldn't be able to tell. Nope. Maybe increased cholesterol as you get older, but that's about it.
But does that get filtered out when it's used?
Yeah. Well, the cholesterol does. Yeah, it gets spun out, but these other things it doesn't. So we don't. The age of the patient has no impact on the blood.
All right, that's always a good question, and it's the first time we ever had that question, so that's a good one.
Sure.
All right, we have to take a little break. We're at that point, so we got to move forward just a tiny bit. We got a commercial break and a weather break, and then we'll be back with Galen Unold from LifeSouth and some more reasons, and the rest of them is actually from an article. It says 79% of Americans have indicated that rude behavior is the main reason they would leave a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Rude behavior.
Yeah.
Not just from the staff, sometimes from other customers. So it's a fun list. So we'll talk about that when we come back. Right now it's 15 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we'll be right back with Galen Unold.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today with a couple of thunderstorms around this afternoon. The high 88 to 92. Then partly cloudy tonight with a thunderstorm around early on near the coast. Low 73 to 77. Partly sunny tomorrow with a couple of thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon. High 86 to 90. And for Saturday, times of sun and clouds, a couple of showers and a thunderstorm mainly in the afternoon. The high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, less proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock, Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth, back from vacation down at Key West with his family, and they went fishing, and sounds like they had a good time. Galen, you still with us?
I am.
Oh,
I am.
Good.
And don't. I do want to tell you, if you ever go to the Keys, you got to go snorkeling. It's just amazing, spectacular.
So tell me, what did you see? How far out did you go?
Well, you know, the great thing is we were at Hawks Cay, which is a nice resort, and so you go on about a boat ride that takes you about 30 minutes, and you get onto this reef, and this reef is 30 feet deep. So you know, if you have, and it goes up as high as 15 feet, so you could see everything, and it's crystal clear. It's as clear as the springs at Silver Springs, and so you can see everything from the surface, and so if you have any experience as a snorkeler, you could dive down and get a closer look. But all kinds of fish. It was just amazing. It was just absolutely amazing.
Wow, cool.
Like looking into a gigantic fish tank, and
that is awesome.
It was right up my alley.
That is awesome. Living vicariously through you right now.
It was really, really cool. It was really cool.
We've been talking about things that might make you leave an establishment, a restaurant, or anything like that. Maybe a baseball game, a show. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin Galen.
Hey, Doug.
Doug. Yeah, this is the question for Galen. I just wanted to find out how long a period of a time you save the blood in the refrigerator. And also, you save it because the movie stars or actors were just like George Burns. And I was wondering if you keep on doing that or not.
All right, Galen.
Well, we could store blood for 42 days, and it's still valid. It's perishable after 42 days.
Okay.
But I didn't quite understand about the stars.
Doug, you want to explain what you mean about the famous people?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
About George Burns. We give the blood for life.
Right.
But the thing is, we give the blood to other donors.
Well, right, but what's your question about George Burns or famous people?
Well, the thing is, what I'm saying is about that is...
Yeah? You there? Doug, did we lose you? He's gone.
Yeah, he must.
I don't know what happened there. Okay, yeah.
We have had some famous people donate blood in the past.
Yeah.
So they're blood donors too.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's saying maybe people can if you're famous and have the money, stockpile blood and save it just for themselves.
It's only good for 42 days, no matter what you do.
No matter what you do.
Yeah, we don't treat anybody any different.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, y'all. I'm just jealous. I used to go to Hawks Cay as a kid. My father was an oral surgeon, and they had dentist conventions down there every year, and it was awesome. I loved that place. But I was going to tell a story about up north. I used to work for the health department, and I went into a Subway sub shop, and I ordered a sub. I asked the young girl for the sub, and I see her blow her nose in a tissue, and then all of a sudden she puts some vinyl gloves on and starts to make my sandwich. And I said, hey, what's going on here? You need to wash your hands. She said, sir, I don't need to wash my hands. I'm wearing gloves. That's the policy. So I said, don't you see the tag on my shirt? And it says, the city I was working for, health department, and it had my title. And she said, well, I don't care who you work for. That's the policy. So I asked to speak with the manager, and the manager basically said, sir, if you don't like the way we do things, you can just leave and never come back.
Ooh.
And I said, so man, what are you telling me, that you can go in the bathroom and have a bowel movement and then come in and wear gloves and not wash your hands? That's appropriate? And so she basically said leave. So I went and called my buddies in the food inspection and had them come there. Needless to say, they were not in business for about 2 weeks.
Excellent.
Wow. And you had it labeled. You were labeled. They knew who you were. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Wow.
And my buddy was with me too, and he had a health department shirt on. I'm like, God, these people just have to be so stupid.
Yeah, very unsanitary.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a great story.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You know, I have one from a Subway. This is when we went to deliver those lights. I went into the Subway and I ordered whatever sandwich it was, and then I said double meat. You know, I think it was a tuna, something like that. Well, we can't do double meat because it's on sale today for $5. And I said, well, I'll pay extra. I'll pay whatever extra it costs. Well, we can't do it because it's $5. I said, well, what if I buy two? Can I buy two $5 subs and you just keep the bread?
Yeah.
And put it all on one, but keep the bread from another one and keep all the other vegetables on the other one? We can't do that. Well, can I do it? I mean, can I buy two and then I can put them together? Yeah, you can do that. And I was almost like, you got to be kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Just because it's on sale, the
Then I walked.
computer wouldn't recognize
I didn't walk out though.
it. No.
That's good stuff.
Another thing.
Well, you know, and now in that situation, that's not the that poor guy trying to help you. That's a system error. You know, he's doing everything in his power to help you. He just not capable of helping you.
Right. There was another one right here in Ocala. They had karaoke going on, and the karaoke choices, the singers, were singing the most vulgar. I am telling you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So bad.
sexually X-rated lyrics to these songs.
Yeah, family place.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was when the Martones first started here. We went. They said, "Where's a good place to go?" And we said, I don't want to name the place, but we went there. It was like, holy cow!
It was embarrassing. We had
very
never had
embarrassing.
that experience before. It was embarrassing.
Yeah. So
that's not good.
So another one is.
That's the worst, isn't it? When you recommend a place,
Yeah.
and then you end up going there, and it's like, oh man, it was so much better the last time. I promise you.
Exactly.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
Now here's one. Would you leave a restaurant if somebody brought their dog in?
You know, it's becoming more and more common, isn't it, that people bring their dogs into restaurants?
Yeah.
What would give me if it's like an outside cafe? No problem.
Right.
If we're inside, I might. Yeah. I very well might.
If it's a service dog, then I won't. But if it's just a regular dog that's going to sit there and fluff themselves up and shake and all that,
Come begging at your table.
Yeah, I will leave.
Sitting right next to you, looking up at
Just
you.
about any dog. Well, dogs aren't humans. I mean, I get it. I believe that they are incredibly important, right? I know what a dog means to someone. I have a dog, but it's still a dog. I don't know.
Would you would you leave? Would you leave a restaurant if another customer had bad table manners?
No, I don't think I would.
No.
I mean, I don't think that, unless it was just absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? If it was like, if they stunk really bad, something like that, maybe. Yeah.
Would you leave? This is from the list now. Would you leave a restaurant if the table smelled like it was wiped off with a very dirty washcloth?
Yes.
It's got that moldy smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not getting any better after the table.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and the bottom line when you're eating at a place, and I love places that are, where the food is fantastic and everything else is kind of like shabby. I love those docs. I love those. But man, if you question in your mind the validity of the food, that's going to bother you for like 36 hours.
Yeah, you're going to be worried about it.
And it could be even worse than that. So it could be even more longer than that if there is something truly wrong with it. So
well, okay. Would you leave a restaurant if you sat at a table, and then another family sat at a table, and they were waited on first?
yeah, that happens. No, I wouldn't leave unless it was just like blatantly obvious that I wasn't getting what I needed. So, no, I don't think I would. No.
Okay, all right. How about if somebody else is talking on a cell phone?
No, because I'm usually that other person. At lunch, here's my rule of thumb. Okay, my rule of thumb is that at lunch I'm going to talk on my phone. All right. At dinner I'm not going to talk on my phone. I'll go outside. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Well, the rule of thumb, a good way to judge a restaurant's cleanliness is first you look on the outside. If there's trash on the front of it or in the parking lot, don't go in there. Also, before you get the food, you should walk into the bathroom. If the bathroom is dirty, then don't go in it. Don't eat there. Because those are the two places, if a restaurant has some self-worth, they'll keep those areas clean.
Yeah.
If they don't keep those areas clean, don't eat the food.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I stay away from, although I say this and I'm lying because I don't completely stay away from it. But the ice cream at a Chinese buffet? Mm-hmm. You have to dip your hand all the way into that bucket.
Yeah.
And everybody else dips their hand into that bucket.
Yeah, and they could bang up the side.
I know.
Stuff. Yeah.
I always think about that.
It's disgusting.
I mean, the rest of the utensils are, I guess, long enough and there's a sneeze guard and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about, Galen, with that deep
absolutely.
ice cream thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one that I question is when you have like a chocolate fountain.
Oh, yeah, don't use that.
And it's like, man, how many people have stuck stuff in here? Oh, there's chocolate.
It's being recycled, yeah.
Yeah, I won't
absolutely.
Too funny. All right, Robin, we need a segue from things that might get you to walk out of a restaurant to donating blood.
Well, that's a really good conversation starter. So when you go to LifeSouth Community Blood Centers to donate blood, just strike up a chat and find out what the staff has on their mind over there.
All right, we are up against the clock. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
The Bloodmobile today, Larry, is at Palm Chevrolet and then also at the Hobby Lobby.
All right, donate blood. Go to the LifeSouth on Silver Springs Boulevard or in Denellen by Winn-Dixie. We are up against the clock. Galen, good to have you back.
You guys are the best. Thanks, y'all.
All right, and we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A rescue mission in Iraq for refugees said to be far less likely after feedback from a special forces team.
Defense Department officials say there are fewer religious minorities trapped on that mountain than originally feared, and they say they're in better shape than previously believed due to humanitarian aid drops and the airstrikes on Sunni targets. Therefore, it may not require a U.S.-led evacuation.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Violent clashes overnight in Missouri.
You must disperse immediately. This is no longer a peaceful protest.
On a fourth night of demonstrations over the deadly police shooting of an unarmed black teenager, protesters throwing Molotov cocktails and other objects at police who responded with tear gas and smoke bombs. And to be laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery today, two-star General Major General Harold Green killed when a gunman believed to be an Afghan soldier opened fire at a military academy near Kabul. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business.
Yeehaw!
Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
That's the sound of your skin cooking. Because it's August, it's Florida, and it's hot. That's the sound of cool, refreshing water as you splash into your new Radiant Pool from ASP, America's swimming pool company. And right now is the perfect time to put a Radiant Pool in your yard. Not only will you be cooling off in style while adding value to your home, but now through Labor Day, with any Radiant Pool purchase, you'll receive an all-inclusive Cancun getaway vacation for $4. So you can enjoy your new pool all year round and get an incredible getaway vacation anytime you want it. And Radiant Pools can be installed underground, above ground, and anywhere in between. And did you know that you could finance your new pool with an interest rate as low as 4.99%? But you have to act now. This deal ends on Labor Day. So call ASP, America's Swimming Pool.